Hello Taurus, thank you for stopping by. This reading is for all Taurians wherever you are, and it's to cover the period between the 20th of April and the 26th of April. But as you know, timing is fluid, so whenever you watch this video it's going to be important for you. This reading won't resonate with absolutely everybody, with all Taurians, but it will definitely resonate with some, and you will probably know whether it's going to resonate with you pretty early on into the reading. I have already meditated with all of the cards and done a pre-shuffle, but I'll now just finish off with a final shuffle. Happy birthday, Taurus, for this coming birthday month. I think we'll stop there. We'll do that again. I like to have a clean cut. Once more. That's better. Okay. I'll just lay them out in the Celtic cross spread. Please skip this part if you want to get straight into the reading, which is fine. And the final clarification layer. I hope you don't mind me doing this reasonably quietly. Building work going on nearby, so I hope it doesn't interfere too much with the reading. I'm in the garden room down the bottom of the garden, so it's a little bit more exposed to outside noises, but it is a lovely space. You'll probably hear the birds singing as well. Anyway, Taurus, let's get on with your reading. So at the heart of your reading we have conflict and defeat, and this is from the mental part of the deck, what's going on in your mind. So this is how you're feeling in your mind conflicted and defeated. We see the warrior coming in from the battle, going down the stairs towards the candle, and he's feeling quite overwhelmed, and looking quite traumatized by what's happened. So this is at the center of your reading. So I think this is saying this is how you're feeling at the moment, quite defeated and sad about something. Right, and then conversely we have the Ten of Cups. Now the Ten of Cups is the ultimate in wish fulfillment, if you like. You've got all the cups there, you've got the home, you've got the people in the front with the cat, the knitting. It's a very contented card. It's happy ever after, wish fulfillment card. However, this has come out as a clarifier for the conflict and defeat. So I feel that what this is saying, this is something to do with the home. This is something to do with home and family. and relationships. And the second clarifier is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is the hard-working card. This is the hard work. This is about working hard for your money, if you like, having to put a lot of effort in to get your due rewards. But generally this card is about you're seeing those rewards. But there's in this particular case, there's something about the hard work that's been put in, working hard within a family situation, but now feeling quite conflicted and defeated about a situation. And the challenges to this are one of hope. You've been holding hope. It's a major arcana. This is the Star card in Ordinary Tarot, and this is the challenge. This is the challenge to the situation. So this is about wishing on a star, having hope, holding on to hope in this upsetting situation. And we've got the World card, which is about endings and beginnings. So something has been completed. Something has been completed or is being completed, an ending of a cycle, but getting ready for a brand new beginning. And I think this is where the hope is coming in. The hope for that brand new beginning and things to end that are no longer necessary for you or meaningful for you. But then we've got the Nine of Swords, which is, it's causing you a lot of mental conflict. So the situation was about conflict and defeat, wasn't it? Which is about what's going on, how it's affecting you in your mind and preoccupying you. And then we've got the Nine of Swords, which is the same thing. We've got the crows attacking the woman, all of her swords behind her, and she's trying to run away. So this is things on your mind that are keeping you awake at night, that sort of mental conflict. All right, so at the heart of the matter is the feeling conflicted, feeling defeated, to do with a family or a home or a relationship situation that you've been working hard. There's been a lot of hard work put into. The challenge to that, or it doesn't have to be just a challenge, it could be something that is crossing that but bringing in a positivity to do with that situation. And that's what I'm wondering about, because we have the Star card that is crossing it, which is about hope, and the ending of a cycle, ready for a brand new beginning, but that it is causing a lot of sleepless nights. Okay, so let's see where this is going, Taurus. So the root of this is something to do with the base chakra. Right, we've got the Five of Swords there again. So, right, the base chakra is at the base of your spine. That's the energy center. It's the root chakra. It is the colour red. It's to do with all things to do with practicality, practical matters. It can be to do with income, money, safety, security, all those sorts of very grounded energies, if you like. I'm very aware, Taurus, that you are very much a grounded energy within your birthright, if you like, with being an earth sign. So this is at the root of the matter, something to do with safety and security, money and income, finances, being grounded. So this is at the root of the matter. Right, it's to do with, here's the Lover's card, Major Arcana. Now, with the Lover's card, it can either be, as it says on the tin, to do with two people, very passionate relationship, very passionate relationship. It can either be to do with two people, or it can do with something within yourself, having discovered a new love within yourself a new passion. But let's see how it goes. And then, of course, we've got the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is about a victory, but a victory at a cost. So there's been some form of victory, but you see the lot of the soldiers they're all wounded. So they're still alive. They're coming away from the battle, but they're wounded. So there's the wounded soldiers. So there's been a victory, but it's been at a great cost. All right. So this is. We'll see how we go, but this is at the root of the matter. And it's interesting, if I just before I move on, that this is the number 5, the Five of Swords, the number 5, and at the centre of the reading, which was the conflict and defeat, and that was the number 5 as well. So number 5s bring in lots of challenges as well as change. So what is the history leading on to this current situation? Well, we have the Truth card that's come out, the Major Arcana. So the Truth in ordinary tarot is about justice, and here we've got the scales that are not balanced. So there's a need for justice and truth, but in the past there was an imbalance happening. You see the figure standing on the bottom scale, looking out into the universe, looking for answers, looking for direction, and this is something that occurred in the past, leading on to. So there was a truth that came out. There was a truth that came out that needed to come out to balance the scales. And the clarifier for that is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is, you see the person walking on a path, and the path divides into two, and he has to choose which path to take. So as a clarifier, this has already happened. So there was a decision made, a path that was taken. This is a clarifier for the Truth card. So a new direction had to be taken. And the second clarifier is the Princess of Chalices, the Princess of Cups. And this is about a new love. So this was about what the path led to this new love. A very romantic. This is a very romantic feminine card. You have the doves around the princess. She's got a bouquet of flowers. She's smelling the flower. There's lots of blossom there, which would signify spring, which is about new beginnings. So this is something about truth and justice happening in the past, when a decision, a new direction was taken, and it's something to do with something new. Princess of Cups, a new love, perhaps. So what's on your mind at the moment, Taurus? So what's on your mind at the moment? We've got the Material Harvest card, and what we see is the man looking down at his harvest. The fields have now been ploughed, and what this says to me is that there has been a harvest with something, but there is no more growth now. It is completed. A cycle has ended, and there's been a completion. And this is what you're thinking about. And it's the number 9, and number 9's just that one before the 10. So this is just the one step before something finishes. And then the clarifier for this is the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is, you see the figure carrying all those wands on his back, and he can't carry on, and he's got to drop those wands, and he's about to drop them. So this is what's on your mind at the moment. You're about ready to drop some responsibility, some burden that you've been carrying. So you're about ready to drop it. And that clarifies the no more growth. And linked to that is the Two of Chalices, so something to do with a relationship. There's no more growth in what has been a very loving and close relationship. And this is what's on your mind at the moment. So, Taurus, what's in your power at this time? What's the power to your elbow at this time? So, something about obstacles and challenges. So, the obstacles and challenges card, you see the figure, the person is about ready to cross this bridge, but there's a big gap in the bridge, and there's a river and a cavern up below. There's a long drop. So he's got to negotiate how did he cross that bridge, and this is the obstacle and the challenges. And you've got lots of orbs around. So this is quite a spiritual card. And so this is your power in the situation. I think it's the spiritual, your spiritual understanding about things, and the fact that you face your obstacle and challenges by drawing on your spiritual reserves, by your spiritual connections. And that's why we've got all the orbs coming around. They're helping you. They're going to help you. Spirit and the universe and wisdom are going to help you with crossing this bridge, and surmounting these obstacles. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour with this situation. So your destiny at the moment is still turning. The Wheel of Fortune is still turning as you negotiate your way forward. But it's a very promising card from the universe. And here we have the Justice card. Again, so the Justice card came out in the history, which came out in the sign of truth. And the power you've got now in this situation is justice, is bringing justice to this situation, is bringing balance to the situation. And from this particular deck, you can see the figure holding the scales. And on the one side, you have this the vision of winter, but the autumn leaves filling the basket. And on the other side, you have the vision of summertime, and with lots of fruit and vegetables and flowers in there. So this is about balancing the scales. Something to do with something that's been going on over time. All right. And you're going to find the answers, the ways to deal with this, and it's going to be part of your destiny as the wheel turns. So what's in your environment around you at the moment, Taurus? Okay. So we have the Empress card, and in this deck it calls it fertility, and this is a major arcana. So we have the Empress, who is very fertile. She's always pregnant, the Empress is, in tarot. You see her heart chakra is lit up as an emerald colour, and you see the circles. You see she's very much very highly creative mind, highly creative. So you've got the heart and the mind working in synchrony here. You see the leaves in her hair, so very abundant. She brings abundance and creativity and fertility, and this is happening around you. There's a very fertile environment around you at the moment. Creativity, bringing in something new. And then to clarify that, we have the Ace of Cups. And sorry, I didn't realise I was gradually. Bear with me a minute. Thank you. I just had a cup of tea brought in for me. As I was saying, very sorry, I didn't realise I'd gradually taken the cards out of the view of the video camera. Right, so we have the to clarify the fertility card, the Empress card around you. We have the Ace of Cups, which is about bringing in a new meaningful beginning, a brand new love. whatever that love means to you. And it's spirit-led, it's universe-led. Look, they got the eye looking down on you, so it's very favourable, and it's something that is part of your destiny going forward. So this is around you, all right? So lots of new love coming in around you. Now, we've also got the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is the defend yourself, look after yourself, protect yourself. You see the men building up the putting the sandbags down to stop the flood water coming over, so they're protecting their land and their home and their property. So this card is about protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, if you like, and this is around you, so a need for protection around you as they got this new love of whatever that means to you coming in, and a time of creativity and fertility around you. So your hopes and fears, it could be one or the other, or it could be a combination. But what we have is the number 7. It's choose wisely. This is from the heart part of the deck. And in ordinary tarot, this would still be the 7 of Cups. So the picture depiction on this card shows it's like a Swiss Army knife. And you've got all the hands in different positions coming out, pointing in different directions. But you've got the one hand with a finger pointing going forward towards the sun. You have the birds in spirit guiding you and leading you forward. So it would appear that this is about options and choices, but there's one in particular that will be standing out that's important. And remember, this is what's in your hopes and fears. So perhaps what this is saying is you're hoping for a choice to stand out above all the rest. And for this to lead on to the 4 of Wands, which is the happy family, the happy home life, the contentment, peace and contentment, having everything that you need for peace of mind and happiness going forward. And then the 2 of Wands, which is, so in this deck, the 2 of Wands is about planting your seeds and watching your plant grow. And so 2 people working together with their wands to create something new, something fertile. And we've got the fertile again, but this is what you're hoping for. And then the outcome at this time, and you know that time is fluid, Taurus. So, you know, we can do something today. How this stands today is how it will be. We can change something, change the way we think, or change our behaviour, or somebody around us does. And so this outcome can then change again. So we have to be aware of that. It's not set in stone. It's how the current energies are at this time. So what we have as an outcome here is the balance card. And it's a major arcana, and this is about balancing all the energies from all of the tarot. So we've got the swords, the cups, the pentacles, and the wands. So we have this angel in the sky that is now balancing these energies. And that's what's important. This is an outcome for you, is the achievement of balance, and to manifest balance and that reality for yourself. We have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. The Knight of Swords brings in communication, but very quickly bringing in truthful communication, clarity. It can be a little bit blunt at times, so just be aware of that. But it will be truthful, and this is going to be coming in very quickly. It may knock you off balance a little bit, so that's why the balance card is there, to keep focused, keep grounded. I know this angel is in the sky, but for yourself, it's important for you Taurus, particularly to keep grounded and keep balanced as this rapid communication comes in. Right, here you are, Taurus. This is oh, I beg your pardon, no. So here's the Emperor. I was just about to say here you are, but no, the Emperor is the Aries energy. You are the Hierophant. But anyway, here is the Emperor, the outcome card. Here is the Emperor. And the Emperor is a major arcana card again. And the Emperor is above all of the kings, queens, pages, princesses. He's at the top of the deck. The Emperor sets the law. He rules. What he says goes, if you like. He rules wisely according to who the energy applies to. The emperors can be very good, grounded souls that rule wisely and fairly. Emperors can also be unkind and not rule wisely, but they nonetheless are still very powerful. So it all depends who this energy is applying to. But there's certainly an emperor energy, a powerful emperor energy, somebody who has autonomy, is linked to this communication coming in, where you need to keep your balance. All right, Taurus. Okay. So what is the future? What's the near future coming in? So we have the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is the energy center. It's emerald green. It's the energy center around your heart area and your chest. And this is the energy center to do with love and relationships. It's to do with all kinds of love. It could be do with the love of the work that you do, for example. Excuse me. It could be obviously to do with relationships. It could be to do with your children, or a love relationship, a partnership, or a hobby you have. So it can be to do with all of those things. But here we have the heart chakra that's come out as the first card in the near future going forward. All right, coming in. And clarifying that is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands signify passionate communication coming in very quickly. You see the wands going over the lovely countryside with all the sheep and the lambs in the fields, the sun coming up, lots of communication, lots of wands flying through the air. So this is passionate communication coming in, connecting to the heart chakra. And there we have the Ten of Pentacles, and this is the abundant card. We have the wine, we have nuts, we have grapes growing, we have the barrel of wine as well as the bottles of wine. We have the man and woman, the man and wife, or the partners. The woman's pouring a glass of pouring wine into the man's glass. So, and there's a very peaceful and content, but a very abundant card. So this is almost, it's the Nine of Cups is having a wish fulfilled, and this is having achieved that wish, and this is the sort of a happy ever after card. So the Ten of Pentacles, it's a lovely final card to have in this reading. So something about abundance, a family, couple, abundant card, happy card to do, and it's passionate communication coming in to do with the heart. So they all very much linked together. All right, Taurus, and then I think this reading is definitely about love and in relationships. If you feel it's not, if it means something different to you, then that's absolutely fine. And So there's a need for you to keep balanced as you've got this communication coming in. All right. And although there is currently you're feeling quite defeated and sad to do with home and the family, it looks like gradually, eventually, things are going to even out and things are going to get better. And you're going to find yourself in a much better place in your heart center. Now, this reading won't resonate with everybody. It will sorry, I can't speak. It will resonate with a lot of you Taurians out there, but not with all Taurians. So before we leave, I'm just going to draw 2 oracle cards. These are from the Earth Spirit deck. Just bear with me. So this is final advice from the universe, from Spirit, for Taurus, from the 20th of April to the 26th of April. Please could you give some final 2 cards of advice for Taurus, 20th of April to the 26th of April. See what the universe wants to say to you. Okay. Right. These 2 cards, one half came out and one shot out, so I'm going to take those. So the first card to come out was Sanctuary, and this is about taking time out. I know that not many of us can do anything other but take time out at the moment, can we, with the lockdown and the virus. But this is saying about having time alone, having time to look at things where you are at the moment, to have some peace and quiet. You see this figure in his cave. He's come in, it's getting dark outside, he's lit his fire and he's writing a story of what's happened in his day on the wall. And this is something that we can all do at this time, isn't it? We can take time to perhaps write a journal about our thoughts, or just to meditate and go within. So this is something that the universal wisdom is saying to you at this time. There's, no matter what's going on in the external world, there's always things that we can do in our internal world that are productive. And then linked to that we have the Milky Way. This is about perspective. This is about gaining that perspective. So we have the Milky Way. We have the giant sun in the center, and then we have all of the other stars and planets in the Milky Way are obviously circling, and Earth is there somewhere. Now, wherever you are, wherever the Earth is, wherever each star is, each planet, in this picture, they will have a different perspective. They will see things different. So the star over here, for example, will have a different view of the sun and the other planets to this one. So this is about your perspective, and whatever your perspective is, just to be mindful of. We can look at things in different ways, and to be mindful of perhaps other people's viewpoints and perspectives within a certain situation. So according to how we're thinking, according to what we're doing, we will have a viewpoint. We will have a different perspective on that. So sometimes it's about raising our vibration, raising our energy vibration, which will help us to look at a situation in a different way, perhaps in a more optimistic or positive way. And this is what the universe wants to say to you today. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you have, if it's been meaningful to you, or you've just enjoyed watching it and listening to it, if you could please press the like button and the subscribe button. This is going to help me build up with my channel, and you will also get notifications for any future readings that I'm putting out for you. Lots of luck going forward, Taurus, and lots of love. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.